Hey, want to hear a secret? It's this really wonderful story about a little fire that lives inside every single one of us, and how that fire can lead to a kind of happiness that never, ever goes away.
You know that feeling when you get a brand new toy? For a little while, it's the most exciting thing in the whole world. But then, after a couple of days, it's not quite as special anymore, is it? It kind of makes you wonder what kind of happiness is the kind that actually sticks around for good, like a best friend.
Well, a long, long time ago, a very wise and kind teacher named Krishna wanted to talk about that exact same feeling with his best friend, Uddhava. See, Krishna had this really important secret he wanted to share, the secret to finding that forever kind of happiness.
So Krishna explained it like this: chasing after things, like toys or winning a game or getting a prize, is just like being in a dream. When you're dreaming, it feels so real and exciting, but then what happens? You wake up, and poof, the dream is gone. It's a type of happiness you just can't hold on to.
So Krishna told his friend that there's a choice to make, kind of like coming to a fork in the road. He said there are two different paths we can all take in life. One leads to that sleepy, dreamlike happiness, and the other one? That one leads to something that's totally real.
And here they are, the two paths. The first one, chasing after things. We know that one pretty well. It's always wanting the next cool thing, but the fun always seems to fizzle out. But that second path is different. It's about searching for real happiness, a feeling that comes from deep inside you and doesn't need any new stuff to keep it going.
Okay, so let's talk more about that first path, the world of dreams. What happens if we just spend our whole lives on that path, always chasing the next exciting thing? Well, you guessed it, Krishna had a story for that too.
Krishna said, taking that path is just like building a giant, amazing sandcastle at the beach. It's so much fun to build, right? It looks incredible. But we all know what happens next. The waves come in, and whoosh, it's all washed away. Now, imagine if that happened over and over. You'd probably start to feel a little bit lost, always wondering why your happiness just never seems to stick around. But this is where the story gets really hopeful. Krishna promised his friend that you don't have to stay lost. There is a way to find the path to real happiness, and it all begins with finding a very special kind of guide.
He said it's super important to find a guru. Now, a guru is more than just a regular teacher. They're a wise, peaceful guide who is so incredibly kind and loving. Their whole goal is to help you see the happiness that is already inside you, just waiting for you to find it.
To explain how this all works, Krishna told another awesome story. He said, picture a wise teacher as one special piece of wood. Then picture a curious student. That's another piece of wood, right on top. And the teacher's words, their stories and lessons, that's what rubs the two pieces of wood together. And what happens then? A tiny, warm spark of understanding is born. It's a little fire of knowledge that fills you with a happiness that actually lasts. And that brings us right back to our choices. Krishna explained that the things we decide to do every single day are super important. They end up leading us down very different paths, to very different places.
For example, Krishna said if we do good things but only to get some kind of reward, it's like winning a ticket to a super fun playground up in the sky. It's awesome for a while. But eventually the ticket runs out and you have to come back down. And what if we make selfish or hurtful choices? He said that leads us to unhappy, kind of dark places where we just feel stuck and have to start all over again from a tough spot.
So after explaining all of this, Krishna was finally ready to share the biggest secret of all. This is the most amazing part of the whole story, and it's all about who we really are. He looked right at his dear friend and he said, think about your body. It's an amazing thing, for sure, but really, it's just like a piece of wood for a fire. But you, he said, the real you aren't the wood. You are the bright, warm, glowing fire inside of it. That fire is what gives off light and warmth. It's alive and it's shining, and it's totally different from the wood it happens to be living in. This fire, this real you, it has a special name, the Atma. The Atma is that little spark of life that makes you, you. It's the part of you that feels happy or sad, the part that loves people and dreams big dreams.
It's this beautiful, glowing light that is completely separate from your body, just like a flame is totally different from the candle it sits on.
So, Uddhava listened to this whole amazing story. He learned all about dream happiness and finding a teacher and about the secret fire that's inside him. But even after all that, he still had one last, very, very big question.
He asked Krishna, okay, so if we are the fire and our body is the wood, does that mean we're trapped? Are we stuck inside the wood, or are we actually free, completely free the entire time? Free to dance and flicker and shine no matter what? Are we stuck, or are we free? And Krishna just left him with that question. And that's a pretty wonderful question for all of us to carry in our hearts, isn't it? To wonder about that free, bright fire, the real you.